I'm awake. I have a feeling I'm gonna end up regretting all this sleeping I'm doing. It's gonna come back and bite me tonight. It has to. You can't sleep this much and then still sleep 8 hours. That's weird. Oh, it's very weird. Kind of like waking up now and just trying to wait to find out what time it is. Either way, I guess I should get up. Alright, I'll get up. Excuse me. Did I guess a time? If not, I wanted to guess around 6:30 or something. Yes, there it is. So, that's exciting. I was thinking that it's later, so it's probably gonna be harder to see now. And then I just looked behind me at the door to see if I could see the light, and I can't see anything. So that definitely means it's dark out. Like, very dark. Like, you can't see anything. This room's completely pitch black now. That's very cool. So that means when I need to exit is when the light will start to show up again. Very cool. it's dinner time. Because it wouldn't do that early. I mean, maybe it would. But I'm gonna drink some water. It's a weird 15 minutes when you're waiting for this to find out what time it is. Because if it's not an hour one, then you basically have to keep waiting every 15 minutes to wait till it gets to the hour. Like if it ends up being like the 15 one, I can end up waiting an entire hour. I'd have to end up waiting an extra 45 minutes just to find out if that meant it was 6:15 at that point, or if it had been 7:15. I mean, yes, I could just look at my clock, but that's cheating, so. Which, I mean, theoretically I am cheating regardless because I'm waiting to hear what the clock says, but if you're gonna do it, come on. Make it a little bit of a game. Where was my lunch or dinner? There it is. Oh, tissues. Still soggy, of course. Alrighty. So, we're just chilling. Kinda waiting to find out what time it is. I don't know why. I mean, I'm not gonna find out. I don't even know. What time did I go to bed? I don't think it was 5 yet. I think it was 4 something. I think it was 4:30. So, who knows how long I was asleep. But I have that taste in my mouth like you've been sleeping for a while. So, it very well could be like 7 something. But I'm planning on it being like 6:30, 6:45. I guess. Oh, there's my cat. His shadow. Very odd. Not being able to call out to him. That's true, they probably would be more of a problem at night since they are nocturnal. I love him. I was just thinking what would be very interesting is if, like, it'd be funny if what had woken me up was, like, one of the hour clock, what do you call it, dongs or whatever. Like, there were, like, 7 of them or 6 of them or whatever. So basically, this ended up being, like, the longest 15 minutes because I'm waiting for exactly, like, the end of that. I have no idea if that's what woke me up or not. But I've definitely got that sleepy breath Like I've got, like you get when you slept for a while. And my stomach's a little bit hungry, like I haven't eaten yet, so I definitely think it could be. It definitely could be 7, but I think it's 6:45 still. I don't know why. What time did I go to bed? 4:30 about, or 4:45? Yeah, 2 hours sounds about closer to what I'm expecting. I don't think I would sleep for like hours and hours. I think 2 hours max. Oh, I know. Or possibly less. Like it could be just an hour for all I know. There's the clock. It's an hour. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 o'clock. Well, check that out. I was asleep for 3 hours about. I'm pretty sure I went to bed at 4:45. And I probably didn't fall asleep right away. So, basically 5 to 8. So no wonder I'm hungry. It is 8 o'clock right now. It's pretty nuts. Okay. Well, we are going to set up the dinner table. Where's my other? There it is. Not so. I cannot believe it's 8 o'clock. Very crazy. Well, here's my dinner. I guess I'll start off with my smaller sandwich first. I cannot believe it's 8 o'clock. Nuts. I mean, it explains the darkness, but it's still nuts. And by that I mean it explains darkness the band, not the light. This is a ham sandwich on this weird bagel bread. No, not bagel, pretzel bread. It's pretty good. I like it because it's smaller. It's like the slider size. So theoretically, as I've been saying all day, there's only 2 hours left, because from 8 to 10, then it's over, and then I go to bed, and I wake up at 6 or 7 in the morning, more likely 6 now, but the problem is, it's very possible now that I'm not going to be able to sleep at 10. I was expecting it to be like a quick nap, not a 3-hour slumber. So from 5 to 6 to 7 to 8, there's basically nothing but me sleeping. That's going to be one of the fun ones to upload and listen to, since there's probably basically nothing on it. I'm curious to hear, like, do you hear me wrestling? Do you hear snoring? Do you hear nothing? That'll be interesting. This morning I finished off the pretzel bread and the ham simultaneously. It's a really good thing we had the ham and the bread, because I don't know what I would have done for lunch and dinner otherwise. It's interesting too, because I mean, you think about the fact that, what is it, 8 o'clock right now? In my mind, I'm like almost done. You can get, if you think about it, like basically I'm only halfway done. Because I'm going 7 to 7, and basically an hour ago it was 7. So it's kind of weird. Like, people really do sleep a really long time. Well, wait a second. Doesn't make sense. Well, I guess maybe it does. Hold on. If you say that I've been there for an hour, so that's 1 hour, then 2 more till I sleep, and then 1 more when I wake up, that makes sense. Okay, so 4 plus 8 is 12. Okay. So I've still got 3 hours left, basically, of being awake. In theory, once again. It's surprisingly, I'm not as uncomfortable when I sleep. I don't know how that's possible. I don't know what I've been doing every single time. I feel like I've slept differently every single time. Like, clearly the one I did last was the best because I slept for a few hours. But I'm not waking up in searing pain or anything weird, which is weird because I'm sleeping on the ground. And even more so, I'm not like, originally I was like basically forcing myself to sleep on my back because I was like, well, it's this hard ground, you're going to sleep on your back because otherwise you're going to hurt yourself. But this last one I slept on my side. I just did some weird pillow. I used weird pillow arrangement so that I was like kind of like levitated a little bit and only on my shoulder, I think. And somehow I slept fine and I don't feel like I'm in pain or anything. My shoulders feel fine, my back feels fine. So, it's very cool. I don't know how I'm getting so lucky, but what's going to be weird tonight is that I basically feel like it's going to be like one of those times where you're at like a slumber party or you're on like a vacation or something. Or basically, I don't know, like, I don't feel very often, but it's going to be like one of those nights where you feel like you can't sleep probably. Like, I imagine I'm going to go to bed around 10ish. I'll probably fall asleep for a little bit, and then I'll wake up shortly after. And then I'll basically feel like I want to keep falling back asleep because I'm supposed to go back to sleep because I don't know, my alarm hasn't gone off yet. But then I don't know what time it is. It's like it's going to be one of those weird feelings where, oh, what time is it? But unfortunately I won't have a clock. So I'm basically just going to keep trying to fall back asleep all night long, I imagine, until my alarm goes off. Or I start to see the light or something. That'd be very weird. I think once I know it's close, like if I knew it was 5, maybe not 5, but if I knew it was 6 o'clock in the morning, I don't think that last hour would be that bad to be awake. I think it'd be exciting. Like, I'm starting to like get the adrenaline pumping. I'm ready to leave, and but at the same time, I'm gonna start. That'll be like where I start appreciating what I'm doing. I'm kind of hoping that I don't have my alarm go off while I'm sleeping because I kind of want to have that moment where I start to think about the time I've been in here. Because while it's been tough at times, It has been nice in here. It's been very interesting. And I don't regret it. Where is my water? There it is. So one of my sandwiches is gone. I think I'll wait just a few minutes and then I'll, or a minute or so, and then start eating the second one. I heard I started eating, so I didn't really talk about it, but when Shadow was clanging on the door earlier, apparently Banshee came over, I think, because then he started growling, and then he left. So apparently Banshee's keeping Shadow away from me. He's trying to make sure that he's not a crazy cat. Dude, there's nothing on the opposite side of that door. I think I can hear him growling out there. But it could be a car. Nope, it's the cats, you can definitely tell. I hope they don't start fighting a lot. I won't have to worry about them when I'm in here. This could be exactly what they need, though. They need to just have some Royal Rumble while I'm in here. They've all got nails. They can all do their own thing. As long as they don't rip each other apart, I'm okay. With them having a little bit of a brawl, hurting each other a little bit. Wonder if it gets them past this little hump that they can't seem to get past. What is today? Today is what, Saturday? So it's kind of unfortunate. I feel like if they were to get over it, I mean, they've been here for almost a week. They've been here for over a week, I'm sure. Let's see, when is it? Well, Saturday. Oh, we already determined that. So it's been a week, for sure. What day did I come down here? I want to say, like, Wednesday. Christmas was on what day? Well, Christmas was on a Tuesday. I would have come down here Friday night. I think I had a date Friday night. Yeah, Friday night I had a date. Then I came down here. So it's been a week and a day. Well, I guess Friday night doesn't really count, so no, it's Saturday night. So yeah, it's been a week and a day. That's how long I've been down here. And then I leave Monday's New Year's Eve party. I have a feeling I'm probably leaving tomorrow, Sunday, not Monday. But anyway, and if so, I'm going to take the cats with me. So really, this is probably like their last day. Or tomorrow's our last day. But seeing as how I'll probably leave, if I leave tomorrow, I would leave making the morning or something. Making it kind of their last day. So it's kind of irrelevant whatever progress they make, unless they remember to carry it through the next time I visit. But of course, they're growling very loudly, so who knows if they'll get over anything. Alright, well, there's the cookies. But more importantly, here is my sandwich. Cookies back. I didn't eat sandwich number 2, by the way. I go back to work on Wednesday. So let's see, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I got 3 days off. Sandwich is much better for some reason. It's really good. $8.15. If you're still listening to this part, I think that's the most impressive. So, tell me you're listening to part number 3. We're going to call it Iron Bubblegum. No reason at all. Tell me about Iron Bubblegum if you are listening to this part. I think it's very fascinating that cats can tell the other one's a cat. Because I don't think cats would act like this if it was like, if you brought in like, because I would say it's like size, but if you brought in like a dog that's the same size, I don't think they would act like this. I would think they would act different. It's like somehow they know it's a cat. I think that's very weird. And fascinating. I sometimes question whether cats think that they eventually will grow up to look like us, or vice versa. Like if they think we're the same species or not. I don't know. Like they might look at us and think that someday, when they're older, that we are the same species, and then when they're older, they're going to look like us. I don't know if they would think about it the other way, because the other option is that they could think that we're the baby format, and that someday we're going to grow up and be like them. But I feel like then they would think that, I don't think they would think that, because they would have to realize that at one point they would have to have looked like that, and they don't remember looking like that. So, and again, I don't know how much cats really think. Probably not that much. Just something to consider. There's my water. I've completed sandwich number 2. It was delicious. That last bite, heaven. Oh. Indeed. when I get out of here, I'm gonna have to wash all the sheets. You know what's weird is that when I get out of here, it's basically like a new day. Like I'm starting a day. It's not like I'm going out of here and then going to sleep or something. And I think that's a little weird. My next day, Sunday's gonna be a weird day for me. There's no like transition. I'm basically going to sleep and then I'm gonna wake up and then I imagine I'll have like an hour or two in here and then I'm going to go and have a normal day. Like, I don't know, something about that's weird to me. I'm gonna blog about it, but in general, like I'm supposed to go out there and have breakfast and have a normal day and I don't know. I feel like I need some sort of a transition mode and I don't know how to transition it, but transition preferably would be sleep. So maybe that's what I should have done. Maybe I should have done it last night. Then I would be done. Basically, well, I'd almost be done. I'm not done yet. But if I'd gone in at like 10 o'clock and started here tonight, or last night, then I'd go in at 10 o'clock and then I'd have my sleep in here. But that would be the longest day. That would be the hardest way to do it, I think. That would be tough. If you started in here at 10 o'clock, you basically go to sleep. You wake up whenever. And then basically you know that you're awake for the remainder of the time in here. That would be tough. Or theoretically you're supposed to be. I mean, clearly I'm not following that at all because I'm taking naps all day long like a crazy person. But, whatever. Oh. Huh. I'm having one of those weird, I don't know, I've been told that, like, basically if you want to see a star, you're not supposed to look directly at the star, you're supposed to look off to the side. And basically, if I want to see this light that's in the doorway, which does not basically exist to look directly at it, but if you look off to the side, you can see it out of the corner of your eye. That's very interesting. I have to look off to the side and I can totally see it. That has a weird effect. I wonder if there's a name for that effect. Besides called looking off to the side effect. But I can definitely prove that it works. I can agree. Alright, we've got chips. We've got cookies. Oh, fartsies. These are chocolate peanut butter cookies that my mom made. They're delicious. The only question now is going to happen is, how is my stomach going to handle these without my pill? We will find out, I guess. I don't know how my stomach's going to handle it, but my mouth is handling it quite well. They're really good. I'm sure nobody cares to hear this, but my farts are really stinky right now. So let's all remember, if these cookies give me problems, we can trace all of my lack of sleeping tonight to this moment right here. That would be horrible, but we're going to hope for the best. I guess that will be my transition period when I come out, because when I come out, I mean, it's going to be around breakfast time, I'm going to be hungry. But even furthermore, I'm going to want to see my cats, hang out with my cats for a little bit. I'm going to want to write my blog. I'm going to need to text my people. I'm sure I'll post on Facebook that I've survived 24-hour solitary. People are going to write back. So, I don't think it's as crazy now that I think about it. The transition period will be there. Ooh. I have to think what kind of pictures I'm going to use, though. Not very many for this one. So we got the photos of my food. We got the 3 meals. The photos of all the meals together. And the photos of me about to flip the switches off. And I'll take another photo in the morning. I'll probably take a photo of the ground where I slept. But, in general, there won't be very many photos for this one. Probably a photo of the floor where I slept is probably the most interesting one when I think about it. I don't think people really comprehend the idea of sleeping on the floor and tile very well. I don't think I did, really. I know I've already said it, but having this audio thing changed everything. For better or for worse, I'm not sure, but it definitely changed the dynamic of this room. Probably for the better in terms of my sanity, but for the worse in terms of my 24-hour solitary vibe and experience. Because if I legit thought I was by myself, I would not be talking this much. I'd be doing it all in my head. I wouldn't have to explain every single thing I'm doing or thinking. Also, I'm considering maybe the idea of upgrading to QuickTime now that I think about it. Because it is something I've wanted for a while. And I feel like I take advantage of a lot of free products. I'm going to wash my hands for a minute, so bear with me here. Hopefully there's no tissue boxes. Really good meal. Yeah, I feel like I take advantage of a lot of free products that I use and download and stuff, so. And I've wanted QuickTime for a while to be able to do some photo editing, so. Depending on how much it is, if it's only like $30, I think I'll do it. Because. Yeah, because that's exactly what I want. But I feel like it'll make this process much easier. If I'm able to just send the whole file over and then just start segmenting it into 1 hour each. think also to compare this to solitary confinement, you consider the fact that prisoners and stuff are not fed this well, so it's kind of unfortunate for them. I mean, I guess they are prisoners, maybe they deserve it theoretically, but I've seen Shawshank Redemption, man. That guy was innocent. My mouth is very mucusy. That's very weird. I don't know why that is.